Okay, that's some issue with the steering. The front tires would stay straight, or straight-ish. If you got them on an angle, they'd stay parallel with one another, and then the backs would turn. So we found this hose was blowing, and it comes from the supply pipe to this. I don't know if this is the flow divider or the centering valve, but this is the main flow, and it was leaking. Anyways, we had trouble with the steering on this tractor, so I went on the internet and I looked up a whole bunch of different forums, and a lot of people complain about the steering. So we had to bleed the air, which you turn the tractor all the way to the left at full RPM and then all the way to the right at full RPM. You do that 3 or 4 times to bleed the front, and then once the front is bled, you bleed the rear by pinning the front one way and pulling it in and out of 4-way steer, and then you pin the front the other way and pull it in and out of 4-way steer, and then that's how you air bleed the steering system. Anyways, the brakes are a lot more convoluted, which you pretty much need the owner's manual, or the shop manual, I mean, to do it. But me and Kong, we found this hose had been leaking here on the old one, so we replaced it, and our steering issue cleared up. So if you're having steering issues on this particular tractor, that might be one thing to look at. And there's the main pump, and there's the drive shaft to the rear. So there's that hose. It possibly was tubed back in the day, but there was a hose on it, and then obviously I changed it out with a hose. So I thought I'd just post that. There's the filter that we changed the other day. So we were hoping the filter was plugged, but that wasn't the case. It was relatively clean. So anyways, it ended up being that hose, and I think we got the steering issue fixed. So again, a lot of complaining about it, so that's what we found.